As someone who is high risk and loves speed, how do you lead people well through transition and change when maybe they're not quite as comfortable with that speed and you have less time to help them with it since you are moving fast? And then I guess kind of on that same line, then how do you push people within your organization to move faster?
Yeah, I think there's two things that I have historically found. One is that innovators think they move faster than their people, but it's not that they move faster than their people, is that they started processing it way before their people. And then when they're finished processing, they're ready to act. And they do not give their teams the same amount of time they took to get there. And so I think sometimes we have a misperception of our own speed. I may have an idea for years, actually, but no one knows. It's percolating, it's incubating, and then I wake up on Tuesday and I go, today. Today is the day I'm going to implement that idea I've had for the last couple of years. And it took me 2 years to get there, and I think my team should get there in 2 minutes. So some of it is realizing if it took you a while to get to that decision, you might want to give your team a few minutes to get to that decision. And then the second thing is this. Once we come to that decision, and if you're anything like me, you start where you get finished without taking everyone through the process of getting to where you're at. And so it's almost like now that you know what your end game is, and you're going to bring your team in, go back and go, hey guys, these are some questions I've been asking myself for the last 2 years. So they go, oh, okay. We weren't asking ourselves these questions. We didn't even know we were allowed to ask these questions. See, they may have had the same idea, but they're not in charge. So they don't have the permission to think in that innovative way that you're thinking. And the moment you go, this has been working well, but it really isn't optimal. And because what innovators often do is they're not fixing problems, they're fixing solutions that are not moving at an optimal level for them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, yeah.
And so most of our teams are just solving problems because that's all they have permission to do. You're actually trying to solve solutions. You're going, this is working, but it's not working at the level I want. Or this is working, but I don't think it's going to keep working. Or this is working, but I think I'm at the 80 percentile of optimal capacity, and I want to find something new that has higher return. And so I think the really inventive people are solving solutions, not solving problems. And your team didn't even know it was a problem. And that's where oftentimes they struggle with change because they're making, let's say, if they're in sales, they're making a 15%, profit margin. And now you're coming in and going, we're going to kill that, because I see how you can have a 30% profit margin. And they're like, I don't know. I know I got this 15% profit margin, and now you're telling me you got to risk that for this. And so some of it is actually processing through. Are you solving a problem? They'll move faster with you. Are you solving their problem? They're going to move super fast. Finally, someone cares about the problem that's killing us. If you're solving a solution and moving to an optimal level of performance, you're going to have to explain to them why this risk is worth it for them.